Have you ever wondered how your brain keeps changing and adapting throughout your life? What if I told you that the key to unlocking your God-given potential was found in the science of neuroplasticity and confirmed by scripture? Romans 12:2 reminds us, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I'm Dr. Hope Reed, and I make videos that help you release stress, renew your mind, and restore your purpose. I talk so much about neuroplasticity on this channel. I wanted to do a video that was directly dedicated to the science of neuroplasticity. And because a lot of the things I talk about are biblically informed neuroscience, I also wanted to include a few scriptures that back neuroscience. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can actually rewire your brain in order to build resistance and to improve your overall well-being. When you begin to understand how neuroplasticity works, you'll understand that real change is not only possible, but it's actually in your hands. For decades, scientists believed that the brain structure was fixed after childhood. Once it developed, it stayed the same. But breakthroughs in brain imaging revealed something remarkable, that the brain continues to change, adapt, and even rewire itself all the way into adulthood. This shift from seeing the brain as static to now understanding that it's plastic has transformed not only how we view neuroscience, but also how we view growth, healing, and mental health. This means that you're never truly stuck. Your brain is designed to keep learning, reshaping, and renewing throughout your life. So what exactly is neuroplasticity, and why does it matter for your everyday life? Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout your life. Think of it this way. The first time you had to drive to your new job, maybe you relied on your GPS, signs, street signs, landmarks. Over time, driving the same direction becomes established and easier to follow. Eventually, you may not even need to rely on your GPS anymore. You may even be able to find yourself in deep thought the entire ride to work. And before you know it, you're at work. Similarly, when you repeat certain thoughts and behavior, you create established pathways in your brain. The beauty is, though, that just because those pathways are established, it doesn't mean that you're stuck and you can never change them. Neuroplasticity means that you can create new paths. Now, this ties perfectly into Paul's instructions to renew your mind based on Romans 12:2 that I quoted earlier. When we replace negative, fearful, or even worldly thought patterns with God's truth, we are literally reshaping our brain. Over time, old pathways weaken and new ones based on peace, faith, and hope grow stronger. So this scripture isn't just spiritual encouragement. It's also a blueprint for how our brains can be rewired for transformation, both scientifically and spiritually. There are two types of neuroplasticity. Structural plasticity, when your brain physically changes, like building new roads and bridges so traffic can flow in new ways. And then there's functional plasticity. That's when the brain, in essence, reroutes the traffic, moving function from a damaged road to a new, smoother, healthier one. Neuroplasticity means you actually get to reshape your brain by what you think and what you do. It works both ways because negative thoughts and habits can strengthen certain roads in the brain, making them easier to travel. The good news, when you start replacing negative patterns with positive ones, your brain begins to build new roads. Say that fast 3 times. Your brain begins to build new roads. Over time, those healthier pathways take over, making you stronger, calmer, and more adaptable. Now, your brain has billions of neurons that processes and transmit information. They communicate with each other through something called synapses. Every time you learn something new or have a new experience, your neuron forms new connections or strengthen existing ones. So the more you repeat an action or thought, the stronger those pathways become. Now, there are several very important brain regions that's involved with neuroplasticity. The hippocampus for memory formation, the amygdala for processing emotions and also initiating the stress response, and the prefrontal cortex for logic, reasoning, and decision making. Now, you can actually promote neuroplasticity by trying new things, having new experiences, learning new skills, and thinking new thoughts. But it's not just about what you do. Your lifestyle plays a huge role. Think about it as your lifestyle giving your brain the right environment to thrive. So sleep is extremely important, right? Sleep acts like a save button to help your brain store information and organize memory. Nutrition fuels your brain. Whole foods give it the building blocks it needs, while too much processed foods can slow it down. And exercise is like fertilizer for your brain. It boosts blood flow to the brain. It can even help grow new neurons. Here are some ways to rewire your brain and promote neuroplasticity. As I mentioned before, one way is by learning something new. Learn a new skill, like learning a new instrument or trying a new hobby. Challenging your brain with new activities stimulates the formation of new neural connections. Another way is by being aware and understanding your own thought process. This is something called metacognition. It can be a powerful tool to help you learn to regulate your emotions. Make a habit of examining your thoughts and your reactions on a regular basis. Again, this ties into scripture, Philippians 4, verse 8. Whatever things are true, honest, just, pure, lovely, or of a good report. If there's any virtue or they're praiseworthy, these are the things that you want to think on. And if you think about it, those are all positive things. Another way is by journaling. Write down your thoughts and analyze them objectively. Look for negative thought patterns. Then engage in mindful meditation or prayer. Over time, this will help you identify and challenge your thoughts. Are they helpful or hindering? Doing this enhances your emotional regulation, and it actually boosts your learning and problem-solving abilities. The concept of neuroplasticity may be new to you, and it might sound like a lot to do on your own. If that's the case, I have something that can help you. I've attached a free training to this video. It'll help you reduce your stress and build a more resilient, adaptable brain. The link will be in the description. Also, I've included the link for the Protecting Your Peace adult coloring book. This will help you to promote neuroplasticity while giving you the tools to navigate stress. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I want you to, in the comments, list something that you are going to start doing to promote neuroplasticity in your life. All right? So until next time, God bless.